I know I've mentioned this 1,000 times during the course of this Education 270, but there are specific times where explicit instruction is necessary for learning to be facilitated. And during our writing workshop time, explicit instruction comes in the form of usually a 10-minute mini lesson that begins writing workshop most days. During this mini lesson, it gives you the opportunity to focus the boys and girls on what you want them to learn and try out for the day. Some of the things that we explicitly teach in writing are the different genres of writing. So you think back the narrative, persuasive, expository. What are the parts of a story? What are good authors doing? How do they start stories? How do they end stories? What kind of words do they use? What style do they write in? Those domains of writing, the proofreading and revising skills they will need to be successful in the writing publishing process, and also how do we brainstorm and pre-write. All of those need to be explicitly taught, and you don't do it once. You would do it several times over the course of the school year. I loved mini lesson time because a lot of times this is where I would pull out my mentor texts and I would show boys and girls what good authors are doing. I might not read the book during that time, but I would probably select a book that we had heard earlier in the day or earlier in the week, and we would revisit it, and I would pull out language from the book in little spots, little excerpts, and that way my 10 minutes wasn't spent reading a book. It was spent examining a book they already knew, and it allowed you to use that as a mentor text to teach them. 10 minutes goes by really quickly, so you have to make it valuable and then get them off to write. I want you to watch the video on the right to see how one teacher begins writing workshop with her 10-minute mini lesson. And this mini lesson is on stretching out a small moment, something little in their story they're going to kind of explode to make their narrative writing more specific. This quick explicit lesson will set the goal for the day of what they're going to try in their own independent stories.